and welcome to Stamp Around the UK. It's a video hop with a group of Stampin' Up demonstrators. I've been absent without leave for the last few months, but I thought I'd hop on today because I seem to be getting a bit ahead with my videos, so I've got time to do it. And this one's project is 3D projects, or this one's theme. So what I'm going to make is this little box. Now I actually made it, I had a Crafternoon tea last week. I do classes in Sale in Cheshire, and we made 8 projects, including one of the projects was this box, which actually holds a lovely little candle that I got in a pack of 4 from Sainsbury's. It's a Habitat candle and it smells gorgeous, very Christmassy, but it just fits nicely into this box. And then it's a very simple closure with a little library clip there. So I thought this time I'd go with my favourite ink colour, which is the Moody Mauve, and this designer series paper is from the Winter Meadow, I think it's called. Just let me check. I'm hopeless on these. It is Winter Meadow, yes. So this is the designer series paper. It's absolutely gorgeous, lovely colours. I thought I'll use the berry paper this time. Because I used up all these bits with the deer on actually for my class. Right, so I'll show you how to make it. Okay, so you need some designer series paper, little scrap of white card for the sentiment, and then the Moody Mauve, which complements my nails beautifully, I think, a piece of cardstock. So let's pop this to one side, and it needs to be 23 centimetres by 16.5. So that is out. So we're now at 23 centimetres here by 16.5. which is just the ½ centimetre before the 17. Okay. Right, and then you put your cutting blade far out of the way and get your scoring blade. So I do need to refer to my instructions there on this. Right, so from the long side, we're going to score at 5.5 centimetres. And then 11 centimetres, so the box is 5.5 centimetres wide, so 11 centimetres, 16.5 centimetres, which again is there, and then 22 to give us the flap to glue. Just here, and then you're going to turn it round through 90 degrees, and we're going to score at 5 centimetres. From the short side, 11.5 centimetres. And 15.5 centimetres. Okay, and there you go. So that's all your scoring done. I will put the measurements in the description below because I think I should be able to just cut and paste, so that'll be nice and easy to do for me. Right, okay, and do hop along to all my other demonstrators videos. Again, the links will be at the bottom. I'm really interested, so we have some very, well, they're all incredibly talented demonstrators on this blog hop, and they will no doubt come up with some amazing projects for you to do. So and then this little skinny flap here, so I folded it this way. I'm also going to fold it the other way because this is your closure and it needs to sort of snap shut, so it needs to be very well creased. Okay, so now our cutting. So with the little slim bit at the top, we're going to make the flaps for the bottom of the box. So scissors I'd already got out. So we're just going to come along here. So I'm just going to, I always want to say chamfer, but when I try and look it up on Google, nothing comes up, so I don't quite know. So I'm just going in into that corner there, and I'm just actually going to angle that a little bit more because you don't want the edges shown once you've folded it in. Okay, and then just little triangles to that, to where they cross. I must admit, when I'm doing my classes and we're doing boxes, everybody sort of shudders a little bit, but this one's so easy. I think that the issue sometimes we have, you really do, when you're making boxes, have to be accurate with your cutting and your scoring, otherwise they just aren't going to work. But this one, because there's no separate lid, so I could do a whole video of my adventures with lids on boxes and how wrong they can go. We've had some spectacular fails in class before. We did have one class where the lid of one person's box fitted on the bottom of the other person's box, but their own top and bottom didn't fit. It was really bizarre. So, right, and then I'm just going to take a little bit off the top there, just so that you don't see. In fact, I've taken it off the wrong side. You need to take it off here. I'm just going to take a bit more, so it's actually that side that you need to take it off. See, what you see is what you get with my videos. Just going to neaten that there as well. Right, okay, so to make the box, we're going to fold it into a tube. So I'm going to get my trusty glue. Do you know, before I do that, I'm actually going to do the designer series paper because it is easier to stick it on before you've made your box. Okay, so I'll pop that to one side and get my measurements back, and as I say, I'm using this with the berries on. So each panel is 5.5 centimetres by 6.5 centimetres, so I'm going to cut the designer series paper at 6 centimetres by 5, and I am pretty certain when I looked that this is more than 20 centimetres, so that's good. So I'm going to cut that at 6 centimetres. And then I'm going to cut them 5 centimetres wide. So that's 1, 2, 3, just 4. I think I'm allowed to put that in the bin, don't you? Or in the recycling. So, and I'm also going to stamp and cut out my sentiment. So now on the original one, I used, actually that die is from Hippo and Friends, which is now actually retired. So I'm actually going to use this die, which comes from the Give It a Whirl. So the die set with, I'll show you quickly, this one. And it's the interactive one, so you can do the spinny card. So, not just for spinny cards. It's got so many useful dies in this set. So I'm going to use that. I've got a little scrap of basic white somewhere. And an ink pad. What have I done with my white? I had everything ready. I did. There it is. Hiding. Okay, and I'm just going to stamp. This is from Brightest Glow, which is a returning favourite. It was one of my favourites from last year and it's come back again. So I'm just going to stamp 'Tis the Season. And then chop that out with my die cutting machine. Ooh, dropping my cloth. Okay, which I have got somewhere. Right, I'll just cut that out. cutting at an angle because we don't want the straight edge going straight into the die cutting machine. I'm just lining that up. 'Tis the season. Just fits. Just. I might be losing a bit of that S there. Hopefully not. Let's see. No! Woohoo! Perfect. That works really well. Do you like the way on the apertures it stitches it? So that's when you're using your interactive card. So there we go. So we've got all our bits. Let's get sticking. If you really wanted to, you could put them in order. I don't think I really want to. If I'd have kept them in order when I cut them, it would be really easy, but I didn't, so we're just going to pop them on as and where. Okay. Okay. I do think this Moody Mauve is a real hidden gem, because when I first saw it, when they first released the colour, I was like, ugh. But then once you actually, and even in the catalogue, it doesn't really do it justice, but once you see it in real life, it is absolutely gorgeous. And I think it goes with a lot as well. I think it's quite a muted neutral, actually. So I think I shall be using it a lot, and of course it goes beautifully with my favourite colour, Loftus Lagoon. So it's another returning favourite. So that's on there. Put your sticky fingers on, Linda, and then just going to put this on here. I'll do it that way. Okay, so there we go. And then I am going to put my glue on here. Okay, so, and then I'm going to bring that round. Whoops. Made a right hash of that. I actually prefer it if I fold it in half this way. There we go. I think it sort of meets, you can get it to meet better if you do it like that. So there we go. There's my box. So there's it. It's a tube. Okay, and then what I want is this seam to be towards the back. So I'm putting that there. So this is going to be the front. Okay, so we're just folding in all the pieces, and then I'm just going to glue on this one here. And you can glue most of the way across because it is most of the way across. Okay, I'll turn it over. And then the tip for this is stick your candle in. I just need to get them. I have got some more, but I haven't got them to hand, so I'm just popping my candle in, and that will help it glue down. Okay, and then, so again, I've got my front to the front. So that's the one that I stuck down last. And the way you close this box is you want to push these two sides in and bring the front and back together. Now, if you want to be really fancy, you can do diagonal scores here, but I find it actually goes together quite well without, particularly if you've burnished this fold both ways. Okay, so it definitely goes in quite easily. So that goes in. Gorgeous little box. Lovely little table favour, lovely little stocking filler. And then I bought these, I think, they're either off Amazon or eBay, and they are silver metal binder clips. So, and I think it came in a pack of 20. And my ladies were quite confused by this, but you just open it like that, and then you've got your traditional binder clip, and I've just put that in the middle just to hold that closed. Okay, and then so all that remains to be done is to add your little sentiment on the front there. Pop some glue on here. She says, need a new bottle. Oh no, we're fine. Just sticking that in the middle on the front, and then I'm just going to finish it off with some. Now on the original one I used diamantes, I used the rhinestones, but on this one I'm actually, because we have these glorious in colour dots, I am going to use these. Whoops, we no longer stick those down anymore. So I'm going to put, so you get 3 different sizes, so I'm going to start with the biggest one here and then the 2 smaller ones there. So poker tool. Master Sydney has pinched my decent poker tool. It's not unusual to find crafting tools in his bedroom. Right, so that one on there, and then a medium-sized one on the bottom of the sentiment. Just there. And then I'm putting a teeny one on the top. Just there. So there we go. So that's a little candle box. Well, it fits a candle, it fits all sorts. So I do hope you had fun making one of those. And as I say, all the measurements are down below, together with all the links for all the other participants of the blog hop. Okay, well, take care and hope to catch up with you soon. Bye.